Good morning, everyone. Here's your weather hazard briefing for Wednesday, May 26th. We continue to watch for more showers and thunderstorms, especially through early this evening. While no severe storms are forecast, that doesn't mean we can't have one or two that approach or barely sneak over into severe territory. But most of our storms, just like yesterday, producing some gusts over 40 miles an hour, a brief burst of rain. We're even looking at a little bit of snow in the higher elevations of the central mountains, and some small hail. We're talking small pea size or even smaller than that. We get a break. Another storm passes by Thursday night and Friday. That gives us a few showers and storms in the central mountains and also up around Island Park. It's going to be even more breezy on Friday. But looking at the Memorial Day weekend, looks warm and dry across all of central and eastern Idaho at this particular time. There might be a fly in the way Sunday and Monday, but for now, it's a pretty low chance. So count on it being mostly at this point warm and dry across the board. Side loop shows our low over our area this morning. That low will continue to lift to the north and to the east. This low approaching the coast of Washington and Oregon and British Columbia. That low is going to stay to the north. That's why we're expecting mostly wind on Friday and not a big chance of any precipitation across our area. Looking at the weather and impacts outlook matrix, you can see that not much going on. We have highlighted a few spots with a little bit higher impact potential for today across the Snake Plain, just because of those showers and storms and breezy conditions. It will be getting close to lake wind advisory territory on American Falls, but so far it looks like we're going to stay just below that. There's that shower and thunderstorm chance with the strong storms across the eastern highlands, also up into the central mountains. And like we said, in the central mountains, especially Lemhi County, up around the Lost River Range and those areas, there is that potential for a little light snow in the higher elevations. Just breezy in some spots on Thursday. There's the wind picking up on Friday. Right now, we're probably looking at least the lake wind advisory for American Falls, if not potentially pushing into wind advisory levels across the Snake Plain into the South Hills as well. Just a few showers and storms again up around Island Park. Also, once you get towards Stanley north and then along the mountain range there up towards west of Chalice on up into Lemhi County. And there it's going to be breezy again on Sunday across the Snake Plain. And this is one of those northeast wind, lake wind events we're looking at for American Falls. There's that really small chance at this point of a shower or storm along the Wyoming border. So how are things going to look for the rest of today? We have a band of showers and maybe even a few rumbles of thunder through the morning hours, generally along and east of I-15. That seems to stay put, maybe shifting a little bit farther to the east. I think the models are trying to shift it too far east at this point. So I'd suspect probably a few more showers today, especially up towards Island Park, at least this morning. Here comes the storm pushing to the east. Now you'll notice as we go into the afternoon hours, what we're looking at is a little bit of a convergence type band dropping out of the central mountains, also across the border from Montana. That's going to drop south and east through the upper Snake Plain into the eastern highlands, the Island Park area. The potential is there for it to at least push to American Falls, to Driggs, maybe back towards Arco. So there are some indications it may push to Craters, maybe as far south as Blackfoot, over to Palisades Reservoir. Just something we're going to watch. But again, we have that potential of some gusty winds, maybe some small hail, and some brief heavy rain with that particular band as it moves through. And then we pretty much go into the overnight hours, and we're dry again until later tomorrow night into Friday as the showers skirt the central mountains and also up around Island Park as well. Heading back the other direction here, let's take a look. We talked about precipitation. Most of it's going to be on the light side, but some portions of the central mountains, especially up into Lemhi County, could see over 1/10 of an inch, maybe some places closer to 2/10 or 1/4, especially if we get some heavier precipitation. And that trend may hold true across into Island Park, also down towards Driggs as well. It looks like across the Island Park area, the best chance of seeing anything that would be producing over 1/10 of an inch for rain during the afternoon hours. And then just some very light precipitation lingering between about 6 and 9 o'clock this evening along and east of Highway 20 into the Teton Valley and into western Wyoming. We talked about that light snow potential. There could be 1 to 3 inches up into Lemhi County. This is all going to be above about 7,500 feet. Some light accumulations, the Lost River Range, the mountains from around Stanley up towards Chalice, also over into the Tetons as well. And here are those winds this morning. They'll be ramping up, especially once the sun starts coming up. And as those winds ramp up today, some of those gusts just peaking over 30 to 35 miles per hour. They'll die down once we get past sunset this evening. For this afternoon, temperatures a little on the chilly side. We're going to be pushing about 55 to 65 across the lower elevations, closer to 70 once you get into the Magic Valley, and certainly over into the Treasure Valley as well. Also places like Preston and Malad City, also Oakley as well. Tomorrow morning, it will be dropping into the mid-30s across the upper Snake Plain. Will we see frost where we have some areas with a little bit of wind? I think widespread frost is probably not going to happen, but you can see it's going to be cold in Stanley. It's going to be near freezing across many of our mountain valley locations for tonight into early tomorrow morning. For tomorrow afternoon, we do warm up. We are looking at temperatures pushing 70 to 80 degrees in the lower elevations, 50s and 60s up in the high country. Friday morning will be warmer. The wind actually may start to pick up before sunrise, but because of that wind, especially across the Snake Plain into the South Hills, the Albion Mountains, the highlands south of Pocatello, the temperatures will only be dropping to around 45 to 50 degrees overnight. And then the winds, like I said, they're going to be ramping up a bit earlier than we are looking for today. As we go into Friday afternoon, we're going to see some gusts pushing again 40 miles an hour. And this is probably on the light side, and we're talking about 5 to 10 miles an hour too light. The potential is there for those winds to come up in the forecast. So certainly something to keep your eye on for Friday. And then those winds once again will die down between about sunset and midnight across much of central and eastern Idaho. Friday, we drop back down again with that cool front coming through. Saturday morning, temperatures get chilly once again, but the temperatures do rebound. We're going to be in the 70s in the lower elevations on Saturday, 50s and 60s in the mountains. Going into Sunday, continuing to warm up. Many areas pushing well into the 70s, of course pushing north towards 80 degrees in some places like the Magic Valley, the South Hills, Oakley, those areas as well. And then for Monday, we're going to start to push it up even a little bit higher. High pressure trying to build in at this time. That's going to bring us the warmer temperatures and dry conditions. Like I said, once you get over towards the Wyoming border on Sunday and Monday, there's a small chance of a shower or thunderstorm. We're not really confident anything's going to happen at this point. Count on dry and warm conditions, and just keep that in the back of your mind if you're heading over to the Swan Valley, the Tetons, down towards Bear Lake as we get into the latter part of the holiday weekend. So like I said, we do have a storm still coming through today. Showers and thunderstorms. A system passes by tomorrow night and Friday. That's going to bring mainly wind. And then, except maybe that little caveat along the Wyoming border, the Memorial Day weekend looks warm and dry. Have a great day, and do stay safe out there, everyone.